Imagine yourself in this scenario. A fellow peer reaches out to you, and this time around, he's not talking about soccer, he's not talking about jazzing, he's not talking about aircrafts. No, he's asking for one piece of advice that you have actually learned in all the years that you've been alive. This happened to me. There's this one guy who is always funny, he's always jolly, he's always talking about different stuff, He's this jumpy guy that we work with. So we are in front of this aircraft, we are waiting for the passengers to come, and then after I dispatch it, he comes next to me. He tells me, Simon, give me one piece of advice that you've learned in all the years you've lived. First looked at him and I'm like, bro, you're not supposed to be asking me that question. You're supposed to be asking that question to those people. So I pointed him to our supervisors and those elderly guys who are in proximity. And he told me, no, you should have something that you've experienced that probably you can share with me. I first sighed, just like I've done. And I thought I would share this with us all. I told him, Brian, associate right. The people you associate with right now are going to determine a lot much more of how your next days are going to come, of how your next year is going to come, of how your next job placement is going to come, of how your next connections are going to come. I gave him an example. I told him, I am right here standing in front of this aircraft, or I'm right here standing and doing what I'm doing because at a certain time, this opportunity found me with the right people. It found me with the right association way back at school. That's a couple of years, I think 4 years back, I gave him that example. I told him, bro, make sure that you associate right. I told him, even when you get to a point where you don't know who is right and who is wrong, at least pray that God just aligns things up and then you end up with the right people. That's the same thing I'm telling us here. Even if you've not trained your mind enough to discern, even if you've not trained yourself enough to discern who are the right company, what is the right company, what are the right relationships you're supposed to cultivate, at least when you're praying to God, pray that He may align you and at least place you with the right people, and you just find yourself with the right people automatically, because associations as well determine a lot about our next levels. They determine a lot about our next stages in life. They determine a lot about the future of our lives. Associate right. God bless you, Simon, speaking the African of things that actually do matter. That actually does matter. We need to associate right. I'll see you in the next one.